Okay, chat is up. I decided to stream from my living room. There we go. Sorry, it's my OCD. How's everybody doing? I'm Stefan for everybody new. This is the White Dog Tarot. Thanks so much for finding my my weird show. We're doing live chat questions today. Of course, they're free. If you are new to the show, all my live shows are free. When I'm upstairs, we have open phone lines for live callers if anyone wants to call in for a reading, or just to talk. I like to talk too. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Hope you're having a great day. I do offer private readings. They're $50, and you can connect with me through email or on Instagram if you're interested. Or if you want to just, like say hi. I like that too. So welcome to my living room. Hey, Phantom Punk, how are you? My day's going great. My day's going really good, man. How are you doing? You doing well? I love well. Yeah, things are going great. Been in a good mood. It is Sunday. It is God's day, so it's a good day to chill. All right, I actually have my phone plugged in today while I'm streaming, so I won't have to keep you guys all hanging on the edge of your seats when my phone dies. I do have to say, sometimes I struggle with chill days. Like, I'm not somebody who, I don't really watch much TV, truthfully, like very little TV. So sometimes if I don't even try to watch TV during the daytime. So sometimes I just end up walking around my house. I do like to read. That's kind of how I unwind. But yeah. What's up, Demetrius? How are you? Oh, thanks. You like my living room? This is my first floor living room. I have a giant comfy couch on my third floor. I will say, I know it's like play me the smallest violin in the world, but I always wanted like a ranch. There's nothing worse than walking up to the third floor and realizing you forgot something on the first floor. I'm also kind of like an obsessive vacuumer because I have two giant dogs. So it's also not fun to vacuum 3 stories. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like a single mother of 3 between my 12-year-old daughter and my 2 dogs. So, hey, Zay. It is. Yeah, it is a lot of upkeep. I try not to complain about it because I'm very lucky. I suppose it's the one good thing that came out of, well, not the one. All the years I spent working at jobs that I hated that just paid a lot of money. That was a benefit for sure. So, Zay, are you still in DC? I love that picture you sent me. what was it, Stefan's dentistry. Zay was in DC and she saw this dentist office. She's like, "Hey, I found your store." I guess Zay caught me. I've been moonlighting as a unlicensed dentist. Speaking of which, guys, I really need to go to the dentist. Big time. I haven't been in so long. I think I'm missing like a couple teeth from my unruly days of fighting. DC reminds you of Batman? It's not. Trust me. It doesn't have a Gotham vibe. It's actually, DC's kind of it's a weird place. It's actually really expensive. There's some really poor areas too. Well, like any city, I suppose. So. Oh, you want a reading, Phantom Punk? Sure. Of course. Yeah, and Demetrius or Phantom Punk, if you guys ever want a private reading, well, you know this already. I see you guys all the time, but usually we do like an hour, and I can just FaceTime you. We can always get a lot more. And of course, you guys are welcome to donate too. But you already knew that. Phantom Punk, what should we pull cards on? And I would suggest, and of course you know this, let's pull cards. If you feel like you need some guidance on something, great. If the vibes are good, maybe we don't need a reading, you know? We could just do like a 1-card energy pull for you. Okay. Oh my gosh, Zay, I forgot to send you that band. That Mike Patton band. All right. Mental note, write it in your notepad. Tomahawk. All right, listen to, there's 2 songs. Listen to Captain Midnight and Flashback by Tomahawk. You won't be disappointed. It's actually, it's kind of, it looks like it might rain today. It's a little kind of overcast, but yeah, I'm glad you guys are all doing great. It's nice when we all show up in a good mood. I'm honestly like, I can't believe I couldn't allow myself to be in a good mood last week. Sometimes perspective is great. Yeah, you sweat the small stuff. Yeah. I usually don't, I would say. But yeah, I mean, it's never fun to end a relationship that you've invested a lot of time into. It is, yeah. And, you know, when you're with somebody you put a lot of effort in, and you know, you feel like it's reciprocated, and then they try to, like, you know, replace you immediately after you break up. It says a lot about someone's real intentions. So it's hard to get upset or feel sad when you see someone like that, you know. So I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm just not the type of person to hold grudges, but some things you can't unsee, as they say. Yeah. Yeah, I struggle with that too. You know, I thought I worked through it, like the whole boundaries and red flags thing. I mean, I don't have a lot of girlfriends, so, you know, I tend to really put everything I have into somebody. It's just how I am. You know, I always try to show up genuine. I mean, for all the mistakes I make, I definitely know who I am, you know, at my core. But the tough part is, you know, seeing somebody and believing in them. And because we all, you know, we all have, I don't want to say red flags, but we all have shit that we have to work through. And I think there's some stuff that's reasonable to work through, you know, like we all hold on to a lot of pain, and experiences from our past before we meet somebody. I mean, but there's definitely, I mean, red flags that are just not okay, you know. And it takes a long time to know somebody. A lot of times, people's, I hate to say mask, but it's kind of the truth, you know. A lot of people aren't comfortable showing up as who they genuinely are, so they try to project or pretend to be something they're not. And some people don't even know that they're doing it. But you know, you don't know if you don't try, and you just gotta, you have to just try to make sure that you're showing up the right way for somebody. And some people don't want to do that, you know. So some people don't know how to do that. What kind of baggage are you working on? Maybe that's what we need to pull cards on. But, you know, such is life. Some lessons are fun to learn, but okay. What can we help Phantom Punk with, Spirit, with baggage? Maybe this is a dual message for you and I, Phantom Punk. 5 of Cups. It's an energy of like sadness, loss. It can be an energy of regret too. But with the 5 of Cups, what's nice about it, it's usually us grieving things where it's not like an all hope is lost card. Like, look how beautiful it is on the horizon. You know, one of the big things with this card is there's 2 full cups right behind this guy that are not spilled. And I mean, we could take a more nuanced approach. You know, with some situations, it's us focusing really on just the bad aspects of something. A lot of times it's because it makes us feel safer to focus on the negative. Like, it's a safer space for us to be in. When the reality is there's 2 full cups, a lot of times right behind us, or there's something really beautiful literally right behind us that we don't want to turn around and see. And you know, it's like, how many cups do we need? You know, I know that 3 cups are spilled over, but at the end of the day, we only need 1 cup for ourselves. And if we're lucky, 1 cup for someone else. So to me, this says, like, you know, we can always create or manufacture a reason to feel sad. Um, and, you know, whether we feel like we did something or not to someone, there's always a level of regret that we hold on to. Like, I can't believe I trusted that person. You know, I can't believe I didn't walk away when like I was told that I should internally. But you can't do that to yourself, you know? You have to learn the experiences. Um, and I think through that is there's like an element of just kind of being accountable for our own actions. You know, we can't blame other people. Even if they deceive us, they lie to us, they have bad intentions. At the end of the day, it's our choice to stay in things, you know? And that's where I feel like it's the energy of making sure that you have really good intentions with somebody. Um, Even if it doesn't work out, you know, you make a choice and you stick to it. And dude, I don't, I mean, I feel like maybe you got fucked over by somebody in the past. I mean, my real belief and knowing, and man, I have seen it play out before, almost kind of in an unbelievable fashion, many times against myself and others. You know, if you fuck somebody over, that means you well. Like somebody that has good intentions with you, um, and you do wrong by them, it's such bad karma. It ends up coming back in like really dark ways to people, like your money, like your ability to find somebody to share a life with. Um, and it goes the other way too. Karma's pretty indifferent, you know, good and bad. People focus on bad karma a lot. A lot of times it's good karma too, you know, like a lot of, I mean, I believe, and I used to believe this, and it kind of, my perspective changed. You know, to us, it's like somebody lies to us or like cheats on us, um, or has hidden motives, and they break our heart or they fuck us over. A lot of times, our expectation is that karma is gonna like tear their ass apart. A lot of times, the karma is something amazing coming for you instead. You know, the karma can be you then get to meet the person who actually is going to value you. Um, you know, it doesn't have to be so black and white where like, you know, the horsemen of the apocalypse are going to come and like, you know, chop someone's head off. I mean, what do I know? Very well could happen, but what's up, Sick? How are you? This is not a pre-recorded. I don't pre-record. Hey, Christy. Let's get one more, dude. Yeah, you know, I don't I don't wish badly on anybody, even people who wrong me. It's just not how I am. And it's also not the right mindset to be in, you know? I mean, why would you want to manifest that? That's definitely not going to go well for you, especially when you're doing it from like, I mean, it's definitely not from a place of love. It's from a place of like ego. Um, so I love that somebody asked me if this was pre-recorded. That would be pretty funny if Phantom Punk was having like a fluid conversation with a pre-recording. I would love to give you a reading. You don't have to be desperate for one. But I do appreciate the urgency. Guys, you know what I will say? I mean, what do I know? I'm definitely not a master of astrology. I actually really find myself and other people's rising signs to be much more prevalent in who they are, their character, their personality. I mean, myself, almost everybody I know, you know, we focus on the sun a lot, but the rising is kind of like, it's really our armor for good or bad. It's how we are viewed by the world, you know? It's how people project or how people view us to be. It's like the energy we give off. The sun is, you know, is internally who we are at our core. And moon, of course, is like more of the way we handle emotions, process stuff. I'm a Scorpio rising and moon, actually. That's funny. You are a Gemini. That's Demetrius. That's hilarious. You nailed that. I don't know. Phantom Punk, you seem like a pretty laid back Gemini. Geminis can be like kind of shit talkers, and they could also have substance problems. Not that that's specific to any sign, but very balanced. I think my daughter's a Taurus with double fire signs for rising and moon. Let's get one more, Phantom Punk. This was a great card, man. I'm so glad we pulled on that. See? Sometimes it's not about what's coming in, you know? Sometimes we can't, what's coming in for us can't show up until we kind of face what we gotta see about baggage, you know? Damn, dude. I got the Three of Swords. Guys, I love how much you all mirror me. You guys really are all an extension of me. Every time somebody new shows up, I never cease to be amazed. So in a situation like this, I mean, it's definitely an energy of betrayal. Like, it can be an energy of, like, being cheated on. But also, you know, something we got to remember, guys, there's no blood in this heart. Like, these swords have been in there fucking forever, you know? Like, these can be old wounds too. It can represent holding on to old wounds that we carry around with us into our next relationship. This is something that I have to work on too. You know, I mean, it's such a complicated thing to feel like we're learning the lessons, trusting ourselves, and also like, it's such a slippery slope, you know, finding space to let go of this and trust someone new. And it sucks when that keeps getting broken, you know. But you know, we have to do it. We can't find love if that's what we're looking for, if we don't try, you know. We can't be looking for somebody, but simultaneously being like in this energy of, I know they're gonna cheat, I know they're gonna lie. It's kind of like counterintuitive, and I know it's easier said than done. But sometimes you have to take chances with people, and sometimes it ends in disappointment. And if we're lucky, we pay attention, sometimes we can get in front of it if we feel like somebody's not right for us or being deceptive. But I mean, you know, something that I really feel like, all the fucking pain that I had to go through in relationships and just in life, you know, like a lot of the really horrible shit that I've had to kind of look at and heal from. You know, I made a promise to myself a couple years ago that despite going through that, I won't ever let anyone else take away my ability to, like, to love somebody unconditionally, or to be happy, you know? I won't do it. I won't let how other people are change who I am. And I know that can come with a lot of pain sometimes, but you know, one of the biggest things about confidence, like building confidence, it's keeping promises to yourself. It's not affirmations. It's honoring and keeping promises we make to ourselves. Great messages, dude. Love it. I feel like we both needed to see these. I love tarot. Ugh. Hey, Rick. Rick and Co. I love it. Rick and Company. Are you with Company, Rick? It's great to meet you, man. Oh, wait. I don't think you're new. I think you were here the other day. You just changed your name, right? Good afternoon to you, too. Rick, I love that you just call me Sunshine. Rick and Coolgra, that's your cat? Love it. You're so welcome, man. You're so welcome. Phantom Punk, you're pretty close to me, right? Sorry, guys, I have like almost 4,000 subscribers. I think I do a pretty good job of remembering most of the details. Sometimes I forget little things. I can't remember if you're close to me. Are you in Ohio? Sometimes I always want to say you're in New Jersey, but I think I might be wrong about that. You're in Chicago. Where am I from? I didn't tell you. I live in New York. I'm in the Hudson Valley in New York. It's like 2 hours outside New York City. It's really beautiful. Like a lot of mountains. You can Google it. It's like such a great area. Hudson Valley, New York. Chicago. I have a friend in Chicago. Jeremy. He's actually grew up here. Him and I used to get into so much trouble. Yeah, you should come out. Dude, I have to say, not that this will surprise you. Guys, Illinois, like outside of Chicago, it's like two worlds. Truly. I actually I have a really funny story. I don't know how appropriate it is. But I've been to almost every state, like multiple times. When I was driving out to California, I had like the strangest experience in Illinois. Kind of hilarious, but it was a long time ago. Did we lose Slick, who thought I was a pre-recording? You want me to tell the story? Oh, geez. All right. I'll try to give you the condensed version. I think, a lot of my life, I seem to find myself in very like atypical, precarious positions. I don't know. A lot of them were induced by myself, but okay. So, when I was 21 and I'm 37, it's been a while since it. Let me try to, okay. So when I was 21 and I was driving out to California, it was a long time ago. It was like before smartphones, so I had one of these like those ancient nav. Remember those nav systems that were just horrible that you'd like stick on your windshield from Best Buy? Like one of those really ancient nav systems. Hey, Kiss JG. And that thing took me through all like the scariest parts of the country. I don't know. It was the worst navigation system. Anyway, my friend and I were driving out to California, and that was like my no shirt, no shoes period of my life, where like I don't think I wore a shirt or shoes for like 7 months. We had been driving for like 12 hours straight, and we were like exhausted. And we were driving through Illinois, and I found like just, I guess like a park in some random area of Illinois on my navigation. And we got to the park and it was like beautiful out. It was such a nice day. We found this huge tree, like right next to a parking lot. We put a blanket down. We both fell asleep. Again, Stefan, no shirt, no shoes. And I passed out like immediately. And I woke up an hour later to like 5 cop cars in the parking lot, like surrounding my car and talking to my friend. And I was so confused. I don't know why they didn't wake me up. And one of the police officers like asked me, what are you doing here? And I was like, oh, we're just taking a nap. And she goes, really? That's all you're doing? And I was like, yeah. I was like, all right, what the hell's going, like, what's going on? She goes, do you know where you are? And like, it kind of felt like a weird open-ended question. So I was like, Illinois, right? She's like, this park, she's like, this is the only people who come here to like have sex with male prostitutes. So I guess there was like a sting operation. It was like a spot specifically for male prostitution. And I guess they thought that I fit the I fit the bill. We all had a good laugh over it, and they let us go. But yeah, that was my most pronounced Illinois experience. So Kiss JG, where are you chatting with us from? Hey Todd, what's going on? Sorry you guys caught the tail end of a weird story from my 20s. That's probably one of the more tame stories I have. Oh, nice. Yeah, I did Route 66 too. The way back when I did it by myself, I kind of changed it up a little bit. I actually bought a map at a gas station, and I did a cross-country trip by myself with a gas station map. That was fun. There's something about Mary. Yeah, kind of felt like that. Oh, I love mini getaways, Todd. Where'd you go? Yeah, I love traveling. I used to do it a lot more before I had kids or a child. I still do a couple times a year, but yeah, I mean, I've been all over the world. I mean, I've lived in more places than I can count, but I always end up coming back here. This feels a lot like home, this area. Kiss JG, it's really nice to meet you. I'm Stefan. Oh, it's not, I love traveling alone. Believe it or not, I think most of my trips have been solo. I went to Spain in October by myself for like a week. It was great. I rented a motorcycle. nothing quite like driving around Spain shirtless on a motorcycle. I went to Africa. I wasn't really alone. My friend lived there. I lived there for like 2 months. But yeah, traveling alone's fun. You learn a lot about yourself, and you have a lot different experiences when it's just kind of on your time. It's a great experience. All right. A bit sad. I don't find it sad. I mean, I'm a pretty extroverted person. I mean, clearly I put myself on camera in front of the world on YouTube, but I definitely enjoy time by myself. It helps me feel grounded. I also like doing things that don't feel comfortable, I think that's how we grow. I think I've always done that, even kind of before I felt like I even knew what that meant to me, I mean, I've never really, I don't know, I think I was kind of missing the part of my brain when I was born that allows me to really feel like insecure, or lack of confidence about trying new things. So character flaw, perhaps. You went to a car show? Right on. Well, Rick, tell your cat I said hello. All right. Would anybody like me to pull some cards? I mean, I love just hanging out and talking too. And yeah, for anybody new, please feel free to subscribe to the show. It helps out a lot. And hit the like button too. That also helps out a lot. If you can't donate, yeah, please like the show. Okay. Todd, what's on your mind? What should we pull cards on? All right, I'm going to ask you a not a soup question, as Sean Connery says. What do you think is the biggest struggle you're going through right now? Like within yourself or externally? Let's pull a card or two on that. And if you need an icebreaker, I can tell you what mine are too. Okay. New girl. I love a new girl. What's her name? Give us a little, debrief us while I'm shuffling. Just a couple sentences. It'll help me pull better messages. Tanya, you've been friends for years? I love that. That's great, man. Right now, is it a quiet interest? Is she interested in you? Or we just want to get a feel for her? Okay. Tell me about Tanya. Just tell me about who she is. Give me a sense of her personality. Just who she is. Spirit. Wow. Damn. Does she have earth placements? She doesn't have to, but this gal is solid, man. Stable. Really good with money. Trustworthy. Very trustworthy. Like has a high sense of integrity when it comes to just to everything. Just has a lot of integrity, very grounded. Does she have a dog by chance? Good with money, whether she has a lot or a little. I don't think she's broke. She doesn't strike me as somebody who's like got nothing. Would be a great parent if she isn't one already. Does things methodically, by the book, doesn't cut corners. Sometimes she can be a little unadventurous. You know, we can't really knock people like too bad about that. I'm not. It's just an observation. She might not like to wear shoes. She says she loves you, but she's not looking for anything serious. Okay. I'm taking that as it's like a love, like she has love for you because you guys have been friends for so long. Well, you know what? That actually, to be honest, Todd, that actually makes me respect her more because a lot of people don't really don't have the capacity to just be open and honest. And for everybody else, everybody knows Stefan's a really big fan of being open and honest with people about what our intentions are. So I actually have a lot of respect for her that she actually said that to you rather than one string you along, pretend to be something you're not, try to hold on to you just out of her own self-interest. So I really like that. But if she does commit to somebody, she commits to them. She's very goal focused. A lot of beautiful, wishful, like hopeful energy within her. She does have, okay. Okay. I mean, she looks beautiful. Like just really great energy. Like just a lot of like hope. She kind of has like this ethereal, I don't, you know, guys, when I say like people like pick up spiritual energy, just because somebody doesn't watch tarot and they don't like outwardly project it doesn't mean that they, you know, don't hold that within them, even if they can't identify what it is, you know. Just really beautiful energy, very like healing presence. Great parent too. I feel like is there like a room in her house that's like red or purple? Anyway, well, you know, I mean, Todd, I mean, she looks awesome. Obviously, you know that. I mean, it's a long time to know somebody. I mean, it feels like, you know, I will say it's nice to pull cards in somebody where we know what their intentions are. Because a lot of times we have people confused because of other people. And it's an unfortunate truth. But do we really need to, what do you want to know about her? I mean, it seems like she's been pretty clear with you. I would just say with that said, don't start sleeping with her if she doesn't want anything more than that and you do. Because I don't want, I mean, that can be, sometimes at that stage, it would be you lying to yourself when she's being transparent. And then you might develop resentments. So just, you know, keep that in your back pocket. Just be aware of that. Let's see. All right, let's see. How does she feel about Todd? She likes you, dude. She likes you. She thinks you're sexy as hell. She's very sexually attracted to you. She thinks you're like very nurturing, very creative, very abundant. She likes that you go with the flow. She feels very strongly for you. A lot of sexual feelings too. It's stressing her out though. That's funny. It's definitely stressing her out. Dude, this is her feelings for you. It's stressing her out though. Why? Why is it stressing her out? Because she's having a hard time making a choice. She might still be struggling to let things go from the past. You said what did you call her? Did you say she's kind of crazy? I don't remember what you said. I don't want to misquote you. You said something along those lines, right? That sometimes she's a little crazy. Yeah. You know what's interesting? This is very strange. She's extremely stable and grounded. She's honest, upfront, which is chef's kiss. I mean, you know, clearly she speaks her truth without the concern of like, oh, is this going to hurt them? Or like she has integrity. But she tends to get up in her head a lot. Sometimes she lets her imagination run off with her. I actually suspect that she's anxious because there's a choice that needs to be made ostensibly. But I think she imagines... She does not go with the flow like you do. This is not a go with the flow person. This is like an all or nothing person. So she creates every possible outcome that could happen. And some of them are fucking ridiculous. And she knows it too. Like I imagine that when she's in her head thinking about this, she'll imagine something that could happen. And even her, she's like, all right, take it easy. That's what it is. A lot of it isn't grounded. And that could be due to fear or past pain. A lot of times she just gets so frazzled, she's like, I'll just sleep on it. What are her... What's the advice for Todd on this? That's really what we need to know. Love that. This is great, man. This is just such a fun reading. There's not a lot of drama. This is like a very normal, healthy, difficult situation. Todd, give it time, brother. Just give it time. Be patient. Be patient. She cares about you a lot. Maintain balance in yourself. Maintain harmony with her. Don't force it. I feel like the universe might want you to... They might be helping you out a little bit with this. Okay? If it's what you want. But be clear to the gods what you're looking for here. This is so nice, man. I got temperance clarified by the Two of Cups. Such beautiful energy, dude. So, of course, this is a choice, but it's also, I mean, obviously it's a connection, a partnership. This is also an energy of such a close bond with somebody as a friend, which is funny because I think we can imply all of them with your situation. Just give it time if you really like her. And again, strive for balance in your life, like with all aspects. Um, like I'm gonna generalize here. Don't focus too much on this where it takes away from your well-being. Don't don't overwork yourself or spend too much time working where your personal life suffers, vice versa. It's a card of moderation. Um, you know, don't work out too much. Don't sit on the couch too much. When we are able to like alchemize and balance and moderate all the energies within ourselves, like when we're essentially in balance, that's really when the universe steps in to help us. Like when we're there within ourselves. I love temperance. It's like a very like bigger than you energy. Like it's an energy of when you achieve that, I guess we could call it alignment. Um, and you ask the universe, that's when they step in to help you. Um, and it just tells me that just maintain balance within yourself. I actually see you guys coming together if it's really what you want. I really do. I don't even think I need another card. I think we got such a strong message here. Your balance, I suspect, might help her come out of this energy. And again, just be open and honest. Tell her how you feel about her. Um, let make it a point to make her feel heard and understood and acknowledged. Like I know that maybe you might feel like scared or hesitant, potentially about having a commitment again. If you ever want to talk about it, I'll listen. I'm happy to listen. Just something like that. But it looks good, man. How old is her son? Todd, how old are you? I don't even know how old you are, dude. Looks good. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome. That was actually, honestly, her energy's kind of refreshing. Okay, you're 56. Her energy is really refreshing. We all have things that we have to battle with internally, but yeah. I mean, guys, we all know, maturity and age are two lines that frequently don't converge. So it's nice to see somebody kind of know who they are and be able to at least be open and honest with people they care about what they're looking for. Damn, I wish that wasn't such like a fleeting expectation that we should have for people. That should kind of be the baseline. So it's a strong number, Todd. 56. I love it. So that puts you at 67, 1967. Is that when you were born? Yeah. Think so. No, hold on. 69, okay. My daughter's 12, but I suspect she might be lying to me. I think she's secretly 37 years old. Okay. Do we have any other chat questions? Maybe I'll hang out for like another 10, 15 minutes. I'm gonna try to be streaming like twice a day. Moving forward. If I don't, it's most likely because I have my daughter here, but yeah, my very sweet, innocent 12-year-old daughter does not need to hear half of the shit that comes out of my mouth. So, we had some really great new faces this week, which I'm really excited about. Okay. All right, you know what? Maybe we'll take a little intermission here. What time is it? All right, so it's about well said, Demetrius. They sure will. Sometimes the wrong people come at the right time too. What's likely to happen if I go towards this Leo who really likes me? Let's see, Christy. What's his name? Well, again, just remember, there's no perfection. It's going to take a lot of work on your part. So let's pull cards. But first thing I would ask you is, one, is he responsible? Two, do you see him as somebody that could be part of your kid's life? I mean, you know what questions to ask yourself, but let's see. Let's see what we get here. What's his name? He has 6 kids? That guy must be tapped. I'm exhausted and I have 1. He has 6 kids? You guys could like start a sweatshop. I mean, you guys might be great for your flower business. I mean, you have like a whole farmhand team. 6 kids. That guy's phone bill must be so expensive. Are you okay with that? That's a lot of kids. It's a lot of kids. Are you cool with that? I'm gonna operate under the pretense you are, because you're asking about him. I know that's not lost on you. You're sharp. I know. I know you wouldn't be asking if it wasn't. Okay. Damn. Spirit, tell me about Matt with 6 kids. Tell me about Matt with 6 kids. Tell me about his personality. I kind of forget what my name means. I think it means something like crown. The way it's spelled, I'm not really sure. Spirit, my dear friend and moderator, Christy, tell me Tell me about this Mac guy. Just tell me about a little bit about who he is. What kind of person is he? Okay. Is he religious? Likes to talk. Loves to talk. If he's not religious, he definitely upholds traditions. He likes traditional things, like little old school. I think he values communication. He's a little impulsive. Like, I don't know, he's a little impulsive in kind of like a fun way. So much fiery energy with this guy. Definitely very bold. Sometimes he can struggle to make choices and he kind of gets stuck. Likes to spend a lot of time alone. Does a lot of self-reflection. He already has my heart. This guy likes to soul search in quiet moments. So beautiful. He believes in flat earth. All right, I don't like him anymore. Everything I said about him, I now retract. Please tell me he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Why'd you tell me that, Christy? Why would you want to date somebody who believes in that? Okay, now, all right. At first, you had my curiosity. Now you have my attention. Based on what? Like, does he try to... Is that... I mean, it's not rooted in anything scientific. But does he at least try to factualize it for you? To justify his... Okay. All right, maybe you could sell me on hollow earth, but not flat earth. Hey, Debbie. Is he like a conspiracy guy? Does he not believe in any of the satellite photos we have of the earth? Wait, so I'm sorry. I'm so glad I wasn't out to dinner with you guys when he said that. So is he trying to suggest that just our planet is flat, or in fact, every planet is actually flat? Well, tell him to pick a better conspiracy. Jeez. Why would there be a conspiracy about that? That's what people used to believe in like 1737. Yeah, I'm totally out on this guy. I'm totally out on this guy. Is that why he spends so much time soul searching? Well, you should ask him that. You got to challenge him. Push back a little bit. Like, I want this guy's fucking, excuse me. I just got very upset. This guy better have an airtight argument. And if he does, if his argument is airtight, I will at least respect his view. Bold of you to assume he believes in other planets. That's funny, Zay. Christy, I just lost all my spark pulling cards on this guy. I love you so much. Look, not flat earth, it's round. See? he doesn't seem like a bad guy. I know I'm just kind of like being a little feisty here. He does not seem like a bad guy at all. Quite the opposite, actually. And I actually really enjoy healthy debates with people. I find it boring to date somebody who has the same views as me. I will say, because I do appreciate things that are abstract, that can't be proven. But I'm not delusional, and I will always err on the side of provable science for certain things, and facts and data to support anything that I say in certain circumstances. I mean, this guy looks good. He looks very kind. There's nothing bad here. So by all means explore it. Should Christy do this? What's Christy's advice? That's what we should see. Christy, let me pull a card on your advice. Oh, I actually get along well with everybody. I always have. That's actually, I mean, I always get along usually with women. Some guys don't like me. I don't know why. But, okay. I mean, I guess I know why. Anyway. Okay. What's the advice for Christy? Interesting. Oh my God. Christy, what is happening? This is so... Christy... Is this flat earth guy your divine counterpart? Christy, I think this flat earth guy is somehow your divine pair. And I got the Knight of Cups too, which is hilarious. Knight of Cups, King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Unbelievable. Well, there's him on his flat platform. And you guys actually, funny enough, the way this populated, you guys are facing each other too. This is... What do I know? Yeah. I mean, damn, I can't in good conscience justify not telling you to try something with him. I couldn't do it with what I'm seeing. And he seems like a good person. Hopefully we can just maybe change his perspective a little bit on certain scientific things, but this is hilarious. Go for it, Christy. Go for it. This guy actually seems pretty emotionally balanced. Go for it, Christy. You know, there's no guarantees in life, okay? You know, I always tell people like who are like, "Oh, are we going to get married?" You know, I mean, damn. This tells me there's infinite potential, but like everything in life with free will, we can always fuck it up. You know, we don't know what's going to happen. You know, you show up and start acting out of fear and ego. Nothing's gonna work, even with somebody perfect for you. This is so cute. So much emotion here. You have your ex coming back to your house. What does that mean? Yeah, hey, Christy, healthy boundaries with people who are not the father of your children, okay? I just think it's bad vibes to keep exes around. What's going on? It's a little self-serving. Shh, come here. But yeah, go for it. Go for it. I hope he's got a good job. You guys are gonna need a huge dining room table. I mean, don't you have 3 kids or 2? You guys can start like your own little Ohio militia. Hmm. 3? Damn. How do you fit 6 kids in a house? Is he a full-time parent? It's crazy. Sure, Zay, what do you want advice on? Anything in particular? Christy, that was so not what I was expecting. Well, I guess I never know what I'm expecting. Well, maybe I should redact that. Yeah. Sometimes I have an inclination of where something's going, but... Zay, what do you want to pull cards on? Let's do something specific. What's your biggest ailment right now? Sure. Let's dig deep. Spirit, what's the obstacle? Obstacles and blockages. Potential obstacles or blockages in Zay's relationship with Jeddah. I'm going to try something new. And I'm actually going to use my traditional deck for it. Sorry, I just had a change of heart. Let me just give a couple shuffles. I just got this new deck. I love it. Okay. Okay. All right, let's go. Spirit, tell me about the potential obstacles or blockages in Zay and Jeddah's connection. Show me about the karmic soul lessons for Zay through this connection. Show me about Jedda's. What does the universe want to tell Zay about this connection? Okay, beautiful. Okay, Zay. This is what I got for you, girl. Actually, I need one more. What's the 4? Oof, okay. Interesting. So again, this is what's coming out as a potential obstacle or blockage in your relationship. This could be current, this could be future. You know, it's just things to keep in your back pocket. That could come up as challenges. Self-care and self-love individually could become an obstacle or blockage. Need for emotional depth and openness, compassion, and empathy consistently, so the relationship can continue to grow and it doesn't just fizzle out after chemistry. Because, guys, chemistry is like we're attracted to somebody, we can go have a conversation with them, spend a day or two, like keeping it light, it's fun. Connection is what sustains the relationship. Connection is going deep with somebody, like being open with how we feel, good or bad, being vulnerable. So, expressing needs, also coming from a place of compassion and empathy when they do it. Those are your 2 potential pronounced blockages. It's a lot having to do with emotions, self-love, and nurturing and loving one another. Your karmic lesson to be, and I say karmic, it's not bad, it's this connection is meant to teach you your own set of confidence and independence, and belief in yourself. But I think you already knew that through this whole process. You'll find this funny. His karmic lesson to be learned through this has been the ability to make choices, and be bold. Go figure. Yeah, I knew you would laugh at that one. Universe wants you to know this is going to be good. You guys are going to be traveling towards each other. The turbulent times are over, which you feel. I know you feel. You guys will have a child. Keep focusing on here and now energy, what you're trying to create, not what you're trying to not create. Be trusting. Take time to rest. Focus on self-love, what makes you happy. Moderation of, I know you're not a big drinker, so smoking, don't overdo it. Take time to, don't get burned out. One more. And if you do this right, and again, just remember, Zay, remember that this relationship has transformed to what it is because of you. And you should feel really proud of yourself about that. I'm very proud of you from when we first met. I mean, I never want you to lose sight of that. And I know it can feel a little daunting sometimes, but you know, this guy doesn't have a handsome tarot reader to give him advice. So cut him a break. But you'll have an easier time identifying things that need to be worked on. And there's nothing, I like this guy. Everything I've seen, like, we both know who he is. Obviously, you do a lot better than I do. Just be confident about taking lead when need be to address small problems before they become big problems. Like, again, a lack of emotional openness or vulnerability. This relationship has such potential to be extremely balanced and equitable. And I'm not saying that you have this huge work cut out for you, but we all do, guys. I mean, everybody's like, oh, I want an easy relationship. We want a harmonious relationship. Easy relationships are people that we just want to sleep with and not really take seriously. Easy is chemistry. You know, it takes a lot to be with somebody for a long time. You know, it requires an inordinate amount of compassion and understanding and mutual accountability for the work that needs to be put in. And some people don't want to do that. And if they don't, they should be by themselves, you know, and not pretend that they want something more. And a lot of people, it's not even pretending. It's like they think they want something and they have absolutely no clue grounded in anything real that would make that happen. Or they don't have the ability to actually create it for themselves. So it looks great. Looks great. Do I need to know anything else? Another ace, dude. Another ace. This has real potential, Zay. It has real potential to go the distance, but right now it's just potential. But you know that. Everything starts with just potential. Hey, Marita. It's so good to see you. Looks great. This is not like some weird karmic contract, like with that lovely woman from Greece with that guy. It's really beautiful. So small things to work on, and you've worked on a lot of them already. Just, you know, be realistic about the work that it takes, which you will be. So, Marita, it's really great to see you. Marita, I think I'm going to take a little break. I'm at like an hour and a half. I think my dogs want to go out, and I need to stretch, and put my feet in the grass. But I'm going to, guys, I'm going to stream again later. I'm going to try to stream twice a day. But Marita, it's really great to see you. Set a notification so I can give you a reading when I get back. Marita, didn't we pull cards on this already? About you going to school? I think we pulled cards on that for you. On you going back for something. I think you really need to trust yourself more. You know I'm always here to help you. You got a job? That's great. Oh, okay. I'll be back later, guys. So, Marita, we can pull cards later. And it was great to see everybody. And I'll catch you guys all later.